So for many years, I taught in an MBA program, and I taught different kinds of management classes. This particular MBA program, most of the folks in it worked, and a lot of them worked in managerial or technical positions. And they'd come back to school to get an MBA so that they could add more value in their companies and build their careers. And of course, when you're in an MBA program, there are all sorts of skills that you need to learn, tools that you need to take on related to marketing and production and finance and all those kinds of things. But as a faculty, as we looked at that MBA curriculum, and then we looked at the changing world of work, we realized that there was a piece missing. We realized that, yes, the students had to be able to leave with the right skills and the right tools to be able to work in their different disciplines. But we also realized that probably what the X factor is in terms of being successful is the ability to actually use some of the kinds of competencies that are measured by the EQI. And so we decided to take a different approach. At the time, it was relatively cutting edge. Now, many MBA programs are starting to go in this direction of having what we called a personal development thread that wove its way through the entire curriculum. And in that thread, one of the things that we did is at the beginning of the program, we used the EQI as a pre-assessment. We had the students take it in their first couple of weeks in the program, and then we had a process to do some development planning. And throughout the program, we would keep pulling that thread through each semester, working on their development plans. And then at the end of the program, we did a post-assessment to see if and how they developed their EQ competencies. And one of the things that was really interesting about it is in the beginning, a lot of these students really didn't see the value in it. It was sort of like, okay, we're going to do this little personal development thread, but can we get back to marketing now, or can we get back to finance? Can we get back to accounting? And the really interesting thing is by the end of the program, when they were doing their final program evaluation, many of the students said that that personal development thread was really the most powerful and the most useful part of the program for them, because it helped them figure out how to leverage who they were and how to get their skills used. One of the things that that people often say about EQ is that EQ is how you get your IQ used. And I think that our students really found that to be the case. And when we did the study, for 5 years, we did the pre-measure and the post-measure. And when we had enough samples at the end of the 5 years, we did an analysis, and we found that most of the students had really moved some of those competencies up, developed some different skills. And we saw that in the data, and we also heard about it from them in terms of how they reported their increased effectiveness at doing their work and also managing their careers.